Plaintiff Brian Upcraft is suing a bail agent for an unpaid bounty. Brian claims the defendant hired him to apprehend a drug offender and then refused to pay him for the job. Defendant Lori Nardoni claims Brian has been begging her for a job for years, and she only hired him because she felt sorry for him. Lori claims it was the police who arrested the fugitive, not Brian, so she does not owe him.
The plaintiff is suing the defendant, a bail agent, for an unpaid bounty, which would explain your dress today, I assume, Brian?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state your case.
I've been a bounty hunter for 26 years. I love this job. It's the most amazing job that you can get. The adrenaline rush is amazing. I only get assigned cases by the bail bondsman. They call me to work a case. I get paid only if I am involved in the apprehension. I am licensed to carry a gun. I carry a taser with me.
Have you ever used your gun?
No.
Okay.
I've been stabbed twice, but I've never shot anybody or used my gun. I've tasered somebody before, though.
Okay. All right.
I've dealt with cases from drug dealers, sex offenders, to DUI. And when I get certain cases, I make them priorities like sex crimes against children and domestic violence.
And how did you get into this business?
I was looking at becoming with the sheriff's department, and a friend of mine worked this time job, and he introduced me to it, and I really fell in love with it right away. And as a matter of fact, it's funny and ironic is when I started in 1983, it was with her aunt.
Okay, and Lori, you're the bail bonds person.
Yes.
All right, how long have you been in this business?
My family's been in the bail bond business since the 1930s. It's Eddie Nardoni Bail Bonds, and I'm the youngest of all the siblings. And I said, okay, Dad, I'm going to help you. So I was like 18 years old. And I started out actually as a hairdresser. And my dad happens to have...
She went from blowouts to stakeouts. All right, so why are you suing the defendant?
Well, in January of 2009, I was contacted by Lori to help her in locating and apprehending a defendant that was wanted for drug possession. When I got the case...
So you posted bond for someone and they jumped bond,
Yes,
they
I
jumped
did.
bail, and so then you call the bounty hunter.
Yes.
Okay, so you got a phone call from Lori saying, we're looking for this person who jumped bail.
Yes, I was in the office.
Okay.
Because Brian was tapped out, had no money, and I felt sorry for him.
Well, how about you find someone who's going to find the guy instead of someone you feel sorry for?
Because Brian has been, burnt out for a couple of years now. It's a burnout job, and keep asking me for business.
Did you say somebody jumped bail and you, bounty hunter Brian, if you can, find this guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did. It's an easy pickup. Sometimes there's an easy pickup, Your Honor.
Nothing's an easy pickup. I've been in law enforcement for 30 years. Nothing's an easy pickup. You never know if somebody's going to...
You're absolutely right.
Right?
And it
Absolutely
happens.
correct.
You're
All right.
absolutely
So
correct.
tell me what she told you, Brian.
I was given an authorization and affidavit.
You're showing me a blank form?
No, this is what
Signed?
they typed up and signed by her
Okay, let's see.
to go and authorizing me to go and locate and apprehend the defendant.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Signature of bail licensee, affidavit of undertaking of bail for surrender of defendant. Lori, this is you. And then you have the name of the person that we're looking for.
Yes.
All right. And you give this to Brian, the plaintiff.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Brian.
Okay, she gave me the case to go and look for him.
All right.
We
Do you
spent
find
many
the guy?
hours. Nothing, no information. So finally I contact one of my friends with the LAPD's Fugitive Task Force.
Meanwhile, LAPD is looking for him too because he's a fugitive.
Correct. But they're going and they're helping me more on this one because this is a U.S. Marshals Task Force, and they're just helping me because we work together. They said,
They're helping you?
yeah, I locate the person, and then they go and help making the arrest because they go and it's a warrant that they're looking for also, but it's not their main priority.
It's a fugitive task force. They're looking for felons who
But it's not their priority on this one because it's a drug. They're looking for more of the violent crimes.
Yeah.
Okay. I locate the person, and then they go and help making the arrest. I do all the legwork trying to find him. Out of the 6 months,
Where do you go?
I went to the mom's house, and we went and talked to the mom. She didn't know where he was.
Where else?
Finally, I found where the girlfriend was working, and we followed the girlfriend to her family's address in Pico Rivera. So I called my LAPD guys and said, I found where she was. And they said, all right, meet us the next day at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Why don't you just go get the guy?
Yeah.
Because, Your Honor, at that time, it was only me. I can't go into an apartment by myself without anybody else.
Without
Because he'd
backup.
go out he could go out the back door, he'd go out the window. That's why I was set on the perimeter, so in case he goes out the back door.
All right, what is your version here? You don't want to pay him the money that he says you owe him for apprehending the
Your
fugitive.
Honor.
What is the fugitive's name?
Jose Hernandez.
All right,
Your
let's just call him Hernandez.
Yes.
Hernandez. All right.
Yes.
Hernandez is a drug fugitive. He says he contacts a fugitive task force. They work together and they catch their man. He wants his money. Why don't you want to give him the money?
I have the newspaper article where 27 defendants were seized in a
Part of a sweep?
yes.
Got it.
And it was that
Did them all the time. I know what a sweep
Yes,
is. 27
okay.
seized in second phase of gang sweep.
Right.
Arrests include 11 from the Vario Hawaiian Garden Street Gang. Also seized 8 firearms, more than 400 rounds of ammunition, meth, anti-ballistic vests. I did these sweeps all the time and coordinated them. So what are you saying?
And also on the arrest paper, LAPD gang activity. He didn't do the arrest. When they do the arrest, it will say LA citizens arrest.
Well, he
when
just-
the bounty
booked
hunter
them.
picks them up.
Of course they booked him.
But he has already said he called in the LAPD. I'm not sure I believe that, but he's going to have to prove that. Let me see that.
Okay.
Doug. You know, here's the bottom line. I mean, he made a very convincing argument, and that is he's not going to go after someone who can go out the back door, so he calls the LAPD.
The defendant was picked up on the 8th. I went on the 9th to go see him at the police department to ask him actually who picked him up.
And what did he say?
He said LAPD picked him up.
Your Honor, why was she listening? I mean, to listening to fugitive. I had a letter from every one of the LAPD guys there that went and was there.
Who are these people?
They're all the fugitive task force guys for LAPD. They were all the ones that were there when they made the arrest.
So you don't think
And
he
even
had
on the
any?
booking
You
slip-
don't think he had any part of this arrest? So you don't want to pay him?
Your Honor, I've seen bounty hunters come and go many throughout the years I've been a bail
You don't think I
agent.
was there?
Brian?
You think I was there that morning?
No, Brian.
You don't think I was there that morning?
Let me explain something to you.
Your Honor.
Okay? I would never not pay a bounty hunter because they certainly deserve it because it's
Let me
a
ask you
very
a
difficult
question,
job.
Lori. You have worked with Brian in the past. You've said he's worn out or whatever you call him.
Right.
Okay, but at the end of the day, do you agree with me that if it was at his suggestion that the LAPD found him in a particular place, and if he indeed was present at the scene, do you agree with me that you should be paying him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they tipped him off. I don't believe that he made the pickup. What I believe that those are his buddies. They made the tip off and called him and he says, "Hey, hey, you want to make a few bucks?" I know
That's
know
a
this.
very serious charge.
And I know it is.
This is a very serious
And I know
charge.
it is. And I know Brian.
Can you see the time that he was arrested on the booking slip, Your
It
Honor?
says 9:40. What does that prove?
Okay, I called in at 8 o'clock to Sheriff's Department and that other paper that I just gave you, that
Yes.
teletype, and they'll go on, if you read that, Your Honor.
Well.
If I wasn't there before, if I was
I can
called
figure it out.
afterwards.
I can figure it out. You give me the facts. I can figure it out. Why don't you want to pay this guy?
Because I don't believe him.
Okay. At this point, what I've got is a teletype. And this teletype, which is crucial, says at 8:31 that Eddie Nardoni bail bonds will be code 5 at call, Passions Boulevard. The agent is Brian Upgraft, and that's you.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is an 8:31 teletype. The takedown is at 9:40. In the police report, what I have here is a reference to the plaintiff, Brian Upgraft, on the perimeter and stating that it was referred and that person referred it. In addition to that, I have 4 signatures saying that this is to confirm that the recovery agent was present before and during the arrest of Jose Hernandez. Now, you yourself, when I gave you a hypothetical question, agreed with me that if the police not only identify him as being there, but say that he is responsible both before, during, and after, he is identified in the police report, he is included in a teletype an hour and 10 minutes before the takedown, irrespective of whether or not it was a takedown or a sweep. The truth is that he knew that this guy was in there. The plaintiff has proven his case beyond any doubt. Verdict for the plaintiff. So ordered.
I've known Brian for many years. There hasn't been one time where I haven't paid him.
You believed a criminal that I was involved in the arrest over my word, and that's what hurt me more than anything.